red columns in a sudden drive have been hurled by Stalin across the Polish border on a wide front. The beleaguered Polish army, practically en route before the German onslaught, can offer but feeble resistance to the Soviet invasion. As the advancing Russian columns ride roughshod over what is left of Polish territory, the partition of Poland is arranged in Berlin and Moscow. German U-boats have registered their first major blow against the British Navy. The plane carrier Courageous, on convoy duty near the British coast, has been torpedoed and sunk. Bobbies in steel helmets and gas masks are to be seen on every hand. The cinemas have opened again, but there's a warning to dictators even here, it seems. Life goes on, of course, but behind sandbags, even in the case of weddings. What a glorious feeling it must be to expect a flock of airplane bombs and get a shower of rice or confetti. King George and Queen Elizabeth spend much of their time visiting with their subjects and inspecting air raid shelters and other defensive installations. Royal encouragement to the citizens of the crisis-stricken city. The Duchess of Kent devotes her time to war work at a London hospital. England's fourth line of defense, her harvest fields, are already being manned by girls and women as the men rapidly leave their homes for army duty. They'll probably have aching muscles tonight. The Duke and Duchess of Windsor are back in England, back home to do their bit in the war. The Duke holds a Major General's commission in the Army and is expected to join the British Expeditionary Force at the front shortly. All is not so quiet on the Western Front. French consolidate hard-earned war gains as advance patrols push their way into Saar land towns, encountering stiff resistance. Here's a German memorial to victims of the last war, not far from a bridge the Nazis destroyed to stop the French advance. General Gamelin, Allied Army chief, arrives for a staff meeting behind the lines. While up at the front, huge railway guns and other artillery pieces lay down a devastating barrage to cover further French advances. In the French capital, at the Polish church, the new president of Poland attends a special service dedicated to Poland's liberation. Designated as leader of the ill-fated nation, the new president will direct Poland's fight for freedom alongside of France. Meanwhile, the Duke of Windsor, now a major general, leaves his Paris home for somewhere in France. No longer in exile, he wants to do his bit. He saw action in the last war.